Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to your fertility counselor. We are just a few days away from International Women's Day on March 8th, a day that celebrates women's strength, resilience, courage, and voice. And yet, if you are on a fertility journey right now, you might not feel powerful. You might feel maybe tired or frustrated, impatient, and very often out of control, and maybe even out of alignment with yourself. Today, I want to talk about that feeling when something doesn't feel aligned anymore, when your life, your body, your expectations, your timeline doesn't seem to match. Because fertility has a way of shaking your alignment. And I want to give you reflection questions and practical tools today so that Women's Day becomes not just about celebration, but about reconnection. So let's get started.
Hello, and a warm welcome to my podcast show, Your Fertility Counselor. I'm your host, Tanya Fessler, and together we will dive into all things fertility, offering support, expert insights, and practical evidence-based advice for anyone navigating their fertility journey. So grab a cup of tea and make yourself comfortable. Let's get started.
I don't know about you, but for me, there are phases in my life where nothing feels steady. The more you want consistency, the more it becomes unpredictable. The more you want results, the more your body isn't cooperating or anything else just doesn't align. And you want patience, but you feel desperate. You want to stay calm, but you are triggered by every announcement of pregnancy, of change, of anything in your life. And this internal conflict is exhausting. One part of you says, be strong, trust the process. Another part says, how much longer? Really? Alignment in fertility specifically doesn't mean being positive all the time. Alignment means being honest with yourself. And Women's Day is a beautiful invitation to ask yourself, am I still connected to myself in this process? Or have I outsourced my power completely to doctors, test results, timelines, or family members, or anyone else? So maybe this is where journaling can be a wonderful tool to get this alignment back. I want to adapt a few powerful reflection questions, but through a fertility lens. You may want to write these down. Number 1, what gives you energy, even if it's hard? This is a question that you can ask yourself even for those that are listening and that are not on a fertility journey. But for those that are, I know fertility treatment is hard. But what still gives you energy? Is it understanding your body better? Is it advocating for yourself in appointments? Is it connecting with other women? Is it learning? Is it preparing your body through nutrition or movement? Notice what energizes you versus what only drains you. Alignment is often found in energy. Once you have answered these questions, let's move on to number 2. What is your unique way of moving through this journey? We often copy others. She did IVF at this clinic. She tried that supplement. She stayed completely positive. She kept it private. But what is your way? Are you someone who needs community or privacy, structure, maybe spontaneity, data, or intuition? There is no perfect fertility patient. There is only your authentic way. And Women's Day reminds us autonomy is power. So let's reflect on that. And once you are ready, we move to the next question. Number 3, which decision, if taken now, would make you feel lighter? This is a big one. Would you feel lighter if you took a treatment break or get a change of doctors, stopped Googling, or told one trusted friend of what's going on really in your life? Or ask your partner for more emotional support? Sought counseling. Sometimes alignment is not about pushing harder. It's about releasing something. So again, take all the time you need to reflect on these 3 questions. And once you are ready, you may want to proceed to listen to this episode. So for those that pressed on pause, welcome back. For those that continue listening, here goes the next one. The pressure that women carry can sometimes be enormous, and we don't even realize it. So let's speak honestly. Women carry so much. We carry the biological clock narrative, but also the career versus motherhood tension, the silent expectation to manage it all gracefully, the unspoken grief month after month. And on top of that, you are expected to stay functional at work, available in your relationship, socially present, and many more. Women's Day is often about empowerment, but true empowerment includes acknowledging vulnerability. Strength is not pushing through exhaustion. Strength is saying, I need space. I need support. I need honesty. So where does this then come in place with the patience and the fertility timeline? There is one sentence I deeply believe in. Growth requires patience. And believe me, I think everyone that knows me knows how impatient I actually am. But if I reflect back on my journey, if I reflect back on my life, I experienced the biggest spurt in growth when I showed a lot of patience and empathy towards myself. Because my body does not respond well to panic. And your nervous system needs safety. Fertility treatment is not a sprint. It is a marathon, really. Emotionally, physically, relationally. And clarity often comes when we stop forcing decisions, stop comparing timelines, and stop measuring our worth by outcomes. Clarity grows when you trust the process and stay honest with yourself. That balance is absolutely powerful. So let's look into the practical takeaways for this week. So let me give you something tangible here. The first takeaway is to create a 30-minute alignment ritual before Women's Day. Before 8th of March, light a candle, put your phone away, and journal using one of the questions from today. And then ask yourself, what do I need more of right now? Not what your clinic needs, not what your doctor needs, and not what your partner needs or anyone else. Just what do you need? Put yourself first. The second takeaway is celebrate your body, regardless of outcome. And I know this sounds radical. Instead of criticizing your body for not conceiving, thank it. Give a big warm thank you for cycling, for trying, for undergoing injections, for recovering well, for holding hope. Your body is not your enemy. It tries every day its best it can, even if you feel betrayed by it. It's there for you. The third takeaway, make one lighter decision. Don't overhaul your life. Just one small shift. You can cancel one draining commitment, ask one clarifying question at your next appointment, schedule one joyful activity unrelated to fertility. Alignment grows through small, consistent choices. The fourth takeaway and the last one for today is build community. I cannot emphasize enough on this one. Healing happens in connection. Talk to someone. Join a support group or listen to this podcast. Share your story when you're ready. You can always send us comments, send me a beautiful written story about your own journey. I would love to hear that. And I read every single email I'm getting from our listeners because I treasure them so, so much. So trust is built in community, not in isolation. And fertility can be isolating enough already. So your desire for a child is deeply valid, but you are more than your fertility status. Your purpose may include motherhood. Yes, it does. It may include advocacy. It may include creativity, career, partnership, friendship, impact. Purpose evolves, and sometimes the journey itself reshapes who you are becoming in a meaningful way, in a deeper way. Women's Day is not only about mothers, it's about women in all their forms. And you, exactly where you are, belong in that celebration. So, as we move toward March 8th, I invite you to redefine strength. Strength is not suppressing your tears, and strength is staying honest with yourself. Strength is choosing alignment over pressure. If something feels off in your journey right now, pause. Ask, reflect, adjust gently. Your fertility journey is not just about an outcome. It is also about how you meet yourself along the way. And if today's episode resonated with you, share it with another woman who may need to hear this before Women's Day. You are not behind, you are not broken, and you are actually becoming. And I'm walking beside you. And I feel so honored to do that with each of you. So I can't wait to hear back from you how your reflection went. If you have any suggestions for topics that you want to hear more about, please reach out to us. I'm always happy to talk about topics that are so precious to our listeners. Thank you for taking the time today and be here with me today. Take care and see you next week.
Thank you for joining me on this episode of the Fertility Counselor podcast. Remember, you are not alone on this journey. If you need support or have any questions, reach out to us via email at inquiries@counselingconnects.com. Don't forget to follow us on social media at Fertility Connects. We'd love to hear from you. If you want to learn more about us and the services we offer, head to www.fertilityconnects.com. And if you're looking for support beyond fertility, visit www.counselingconnects.com. Take care, and we'll see you in the next episode.